Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Thursday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. So I finished up 3 of the sorority bracelets and she needs 3 more. So I'm working on 3 more. And the colors are lavender and green. So for one of the not bracelets, but one of the necklace sets, I'm going to be doing some of my wire wrap beads. I'm going to be using these beads, which I showed you in part 1. Just me kind of putting the beads together, figuring out what possibly beads and things I'm going to be using to create the necklace, the bracelet, and the earrings. So I do have these. I got some polka dots that I am planning to mix with this necklace right here. I do have some green coconut chips. I do have some of these little small beads right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a necklace together, and I'm going to be using some 18 gauge wire. I do need to run out to Hobby Lobby and get some closures. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to just order the closures off of Amazon because I want to get the magnet kind. I don't know if I ever see them at Hobby Lobby or not, but I think that's what I'll do. I want to get them with the magnet on the end. So I'm going to just go ahead and pull some wire. And I want to make sure that I get enough. Oh, I'm just all over the place, huh? Knowing that ain't how I do my wire. I want to make sure we get us a nice... Get us a nice cut. And I like to use the 18 gauge wire because it's flexible enough and friendly enough to you know, to be perfect for necklaces. So it's just the right thickness, flexible enough. Let's see, 16, and it should give me exactly where I want it to be. And then, so for this one, we're not going to put a pendant on this one. We are just going to use we're going to use the beads. And I'm thinking between each bead, we can do a green coconut chip. And then we can do these small beads right here. Because we don't want to do too much. She was telling me that these are for some older ladies. Not old ladies, but, and not that that's a disrespect to anybody, but, you know, they're not, she just said for older ladies, like mature ladies. And I'm thinking maybe like in the early 70s, late 70s, maybe. Because she said older ladies. So I don't want to put big pendants. I don't know how they dress. Well, they're a part of a sorority and they're part of a church. So guess what? Chances are they some real dressers. I don't think I've ever met a sorority sister or a lady that's a part of a church that don't like to dress. So you can see how pretty that looks right there. That's just perfect. So then what we're going to do, and hopefully we got enough of these green, or maybe we just do them at the bottom right here, right? Make it more like a, not a choker, but, and see, that's already pretty like that. And then we'll take this bead, and this is a nice, easy necklace. So this is how we're going to make this one. Just a nice, easy necklace. I was thinking about linking it And I think I'm going to do that with the other beads that I got. I'll just go ahead and link those beads. And the idea is to make sure that, you know, every set is different, so they're not the same. And let's put this one on here. I actually made it out this morning late, so that's what that's gonna look like. I had stayed up really late last night, and so you know, when you stay up really late, chances are you sleep a little later. So I ended up sleeping a little later. That means I went out for my walk a little later, which means it was a little bit hotter when I actually went out. But I still was able to get in 30 minutes, so just kind of. So we're going to use these little small beads in between, and you can see how pretty that looks so far. And then I'm going to put this one on here, and then we got one more of this one. I'm thinking maybe I should do all of them like this, huh? Like do the whole necklace with, because this is, well, no, I kind of like this like this. I like it like this, and I think what we're going to do is, what I might even do, ooh, you know what I might do? Instead of using these beads could be another necklace, right? But what I can do is I can paint some beads. Wait, let me see. Let me show you. Because I did. So I did do some two-tones. Let me see something. I don't think I'm going to use these on here, though. Okay, so these are two-tone. And then let's put one on this side. Okay, so these are like a two-tone. But then I'm thinking what I might want to do, that's already pretty, right? What I might want to do, oh, I got to put it right here too. Put that on there. And that's another lavender bead. Put that on there. Another little small green bead. And then let's put this one on here. Oh yeah. I like that though, right? This is the two-tone, but I was going to use the two-tone to do something else. So let's see. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay, so these were some beads right here that I painted. And they're dry. But let me see. I don't think I want to... See that paint leaves stains and stuff. But let me see. I don't think I'm going to use these either. I think I'm going to go ahead. Oh man, I might use these on here. Wow. I might use these on here. Look at that. Let's see. Do we got some more? Let me see. Do I got? I'll put this one on here. Oh, that's a blue. And the idea is, let me see, because I do, what I can do, because I need them all three to be different. This one can be this way. And then I can paint more beads like this and then have another necklace with just, you know, these colors like this, the two tones, or dot them on each side. Oh, you know what I'm going to do with these? You know those beads, let me see. Those beads that I do, they're cream, and then I put a gold dot on each side. I think with these, what I'm going to do is dye some, I mean, not dye, I'm going to paint some just all lavender like this. And then look at that, paint everywhere. And then I'm going to dot them with green dots on the outside. And then that'll give me another different bead to be able to use. So that as long as I got 3 different designs, and then the beads have to look different too, because I do want to, I'm going to use this on here because I like this. This is gorgeous. This is really pretty. And I didn't even paint these beads to mix them with this one, but this looks so good that I think I am going to go ahead and do that. So let's do another little small bead. That on there. Need some more. Gonna need some more small ones. This might be all we got, and then we could just use, because these are some beautiful beads. So we can actually do like this, right? That is really pretty. And then I think, what about if we closed it going up with some pearls, huh? Or maybe, well, no, I don't want to use these because remember I want to use different. So those would be a different necklace right there. But if I had, oh wait. If we got a couple of green, small green beads right here. And we can probably use these little green beads to make a necklace, right? I like the way that looks. And we can actually just put a little small blue, brown. And then we'll put another green bead. That's pretty. And then we'll just do another little small brown bead on this side. Grab another pretty green bead. We'll do that. That's really pretty. And I think we will do another. This is gorgeous, right? Or is it just me? And then I'm thinking what we can do. We can probably take just one of these beads to make a bracelet. So we'll use one of these beads to make a bracelet, and we'll put the smaller beads around it. And then we can use these beads right here to maybe make a cute pair of little earrings, maybe even with some of these things right here. But let's do one more right here. And then one more brown on this side. That one, and then on this one. Oh, I had tried something because I bought a bunch of rice cakes, plain rice cakes. And I was like, what can I put on these rice cakes? I know you can do like all kind of little stuff on them, but I put some hummus on one of those little rice cakes. And then I put some shredded chicken on there with a little lemon juice and just a taint of salt, just a bite of salt, not very much at all. That stuff was so good I had to have 2 of them. But anyway, this is what this looks like. Where is my, hold on, let me get the necklace display. Okay, and I'm gonna put one more little small brown bead on the end so it can look nice and finished. And then this is going to be really pretty. And then we're going to make some earrings. Just some really cute, dainty earrings. So all I'm going to do, wait, let me make sure this is evened out. So all I'm going to do is take the end right here and then just fold that wire closed for the moment. And then I'm going to go to the other side. And I will pinch the wire like that. Roll that wire closed like that. And then just go ahead and start wrapping it. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and wrap our wire around. And I like to take the wire down around that bead, that one little bead we got. That only creates a little bit more security. And then I'll bring the wire back up. And then you can see how that's wrapped around nicely. And then I'm going to take the wire. I think I'll just finish wrapping all of this. Because sometimes I don't do that. I'll just go ahead and cut it off. But I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it. And then I'm going to take my little pliers. And the end that's sticking up right there, all I'm going to do is close that wire right on down like that. And you can see how it ends up just nice and folded. Hopefully you can see that nice and folded. And then all I'm going to do is take it and then start rolling it into the inside right there. And then that's what we do. We lock it right in the inside. Okay. And then we're going to go to the other. This is gorgeous. Look at that. And right now, it's a little tight. So I'm going to unwrap the wire, straighten that wire out. Straighten that out. And then, so this is what we got. I'm going to take the wire. I'm going to pinch it. Roll it down like that. So you got your little hoop like this. And then we'll take that wire and then we'll just start wrapping that wire around. Just like that. Take it around that little bottom bead. And then we bring it back up. So it starts to look like this. And we're just going to go ahead and wrap. So we got that, the end of the wire. And all I'm going to do is take the end of the wire, fold that down. So you can see how it's folded down. Like that. And then all we're going to do is take the wire and then go ahead and roll it into the inside. Right there. And it's a little tight, and it's always going to be a little tight because we close it off on each end. So when it's a little tight like this, all you do is grab each side, and you want to pick a couple of beads and just push up just a little bit, not too much. And now it's a little flimsy. That's a little flimsy. You don't want it so much. When you push it up so much, what happens is it'll loosen up here, and then you'll end up having to rewrap it and stuff. But because I don't have any lobster clasp, I think I'm gonna order some with the magnetic ends on them. That's what I was thinking to do, and I'm still thinking I'm gonna ease out to Hobby Lobby and see what they got down there. They don't really be having like the big, well, if they do, they be sold out. So I want the big, nice closures for the end. So chances are I might have to order those off of Amazon. And then what I will do is I will cover them depending on, the quality of them. Hopefully there's some decent ones. But even with that, I will cover them with a coat of clear fingernail polish. Okay. So this is how this necklace is going. That is gorgeous. That is beautiful. I'm just like, this is really pretty. Now, see, I wanted to use these beads to make something totally different, but I'm going to have to just go with it, but I'll figure out another idea that I can do. So this could be one. The polka dots will be another one. And then the other beads, I'll just dot them on the side. And that will be another bead. I'll figure out some type of design. Oh, this is what I did. Hold on. I got some different beads that I was painting. I can also use these right here. So these have, just real quick, and then I'll have to put a gloss on them. But these are like the fuchsia. This is like the fuchsia, but it's a different color. So I probably wouldn't be able to use these, but oh well. They'll work good with something else. So in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and with this one, I think we're going to make a bracelet. And the bracelet, so these, I don't know what I was doing with these with the aluminum on them, but I'm going to go ahead and take these off so I can use these pieces right here. I must have used these for something or was trying something and maybe it didn't work out or something. I don't know what happened, but I do need some of these greens off of here so I can make a bracelet. And see, that's the thing. I was like, okay, well, let me go buy some supplies and do all this. And I was like, you know what? Let me look through all these boxes and stuff I got first and see what I got that I could use. Because like lavender and green is not one of the colors that I buy a lot of. And I might need to start just buying colors. Just start buying colors that are popular colors for organizations. So when I do get a request for something, I'll have things already in stock to use. Okay, so we've got all these. And see, we can use these for bracelets on our bracelets. I don't know what I was doing with all this aluminum. And silver at that. So, not really sure what is going on with this, but I don't think I'm going to need none of this. Toss that in my trash box down there. So, I got these right here. Let's see if we got some in this one, too. We also got some greens in here. We're going to take all our greens out because there might be greens we can use. And then that way we can make a bracelet and then see how we want to make this. The earrings, we're going to use the little green, balls. Okay, so we got all these up and okay, let's see what we're going to do. So we can use one of these for the bracelet. Oh, you know what we can do for this right here? So we could use one of these, some of these right here. Let's do this. Let's get some cord. Oh, hopefully these will work right here. These, I think they do work. I think I've used them before. Yeah. So let's do this. We're going to stretch our cord. Go ahead and cut us a piece. It's almost 1 o'clock. It don't even seem like it. Like the day just done went by like real fast. Okay. So we are going to take, I think we're going to thread and do it kind of like how we did. Kind of like how we did. I don't know if we're going to have enough beads or not, but And we'll take this, and this will be our center. Lavender. Okay, that bead, and then we'll do one of these. And then we might be able to, so this is going to be the bracelet. So it does not need to be a big, huge kind of anything. And we can also, because we can also use some different colors on here. But let's do, I got some, oh. You know what we can put on here? We can probably do some white. Let's see if these will fit on here. This will go nicely. Yeah, that'll fit. That'll work. We can do it with the white. That works real good. So let's see if we got enough of it. So we found another one right here. And then that looks really good. Oh yeah, that looks like a really nice set. So then, and we basically just shooting from the hip. We're just trying to make something pretty and just a 3-piece set. And this is going to be our first set. And then we got 2 more to make. So that gives us 6 that we would have had, that we've done. So we got that. And then I think we can take another white. So we might be able to do good with these white ones. And I like the way that looked, just with that nice bead right there. And then we're going to put a charm on here. And the charm we're going to put is going to be one of the coconut chips. So we don't need a whole lot. And I'm thinking, do I got some green beads I can mix on here? Oh, I can probably go with this green too, huh? Yep, I can go with this green. Let's do that. It's all green. It's all matching. And as long as we have those primary colors, you know, we doing good. So that's all we need to do. Make sure we got the primaries, lavender and green. Identifiers. So that looks cool, just as a simple little bracelet is going to be. And then we'll put a, oh yeah, that's really nice. And then we will put, let's put another green on here. And then we'll put another white. That's really cool. I like that. Just a very simple, like you can mix whatever you want to mix with it. And then we're going to have a, let's see. A bead on the end that has a big enough hole. And then maybe we just have to put another one of these. That's cute by itself. We're not going to use this one though. We're going to find another Do we want to put more white? We're going to put another white. Nice little small one right here. And then nice and simple. And then we'll put one big bead right here, or a bead that has a, a big enough hole. But let's clean all this up first. Oh, and I noticed, look, I got some more darker greens that I can use for the next bracelet. Okay, so we need a pretty bead at the end right here that has a big hole. I don't know what I got up here though that has a big hole. And I don't want to use this one at the end. Yeah, I don't want to use this one at the end, so I'm going to have to find something. Might even have to paint a bead. Because it has to have a big enough hole on the end. Oh, it may be a green bead, huh? Maybe like a green wood bead. That'll work. Okay, so that's that. And then we just need need to make a nice nice pair of earrings. And I'm using 1.5 millimeter cord. Even though these are the smaller beads, we still want to use cord, you know, that's we know is thick enough and gonna be secure enough for what we're doing. And I like to tie a lot of knots. And if you notice, there's a big hole right there. So I like to try to tie the knot, not try, but tie the knot enough and thick enough to where it fits inside of that hole, you know, pulling it nice and snug and to where it fits inside the hole of the bead, and that creates a little bit more security. So I'm going to tie it one more time, and you're welcome to, whenever you do what you do, do what you do. You don't have to do what I do. What I do is not law. You can cut it and burn it and put glue on it, however you want to do it. You know, that's the way you do it. Nothing I do is law. It's just the way I like to do it because I haven't had any problems with it. But you see how thick that knot is? So I'm going to pull that inside, and you see how hard it is to even get it in there? I want to get it inside of there so it'll be just as hard to come out. And then this is going to be the bracelet. So we got the bracelet, and then we're going to go ahead and make one nice, do I got one up here already? One nice, thought I had some already made, the green. I guess not. This doesn't be nice on here. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and make one nice. That's pretty. That came out like really pretty. It's just enough, and it looks just like they colors. So we'll have that, the bracelet. We're going to put a little charm on it, and then we're going to make some cute little dangle earrings. And I could have swore I had a charm up here already, a green one. I guess not, huh? All right, well, because I thought I had one up here, but I guess not. I'm gonna have to wrap one. Okay, so once I thought about it, I don't think we really need a charm. So we're not gonna put a charm on the bracelet. We're gonna leave the bracelet just like this. And then we got the earrings right here. So we got these really cool earrings. I had made these earrings, maybe about a month ago. But what happened is I had a white bead right here. So I just took the white bead off and then put the lavender bead on. I didn't do it on camera because I was on the phone. But I just went ahead and changed it out and put the lavender right there. And then went ahead and did this. And these are very lightweight. They're not heavy at all. I mean, like very lightweight, easy to slide in. And I think they match like perfectly with the necklace. So it's like just enough. Man, this is really nice. It's very elegant, very classy. So the sister that's getting all the sets, that's how she is. She's very classy, very elegant. She puts everything together. She color coordinates, like all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking this group of ladies that's a part of her sorority, like I'm sure they dress the same way. They church ladies, they're sorority ladies, they got this whole coordination thing and that stuff down pat. And I'm thinking this set is going to go perfectly. So I'm thinking that the white matches very well. So this will be the set. So we got the bracelet right here. And I was like, we really don't need we don't need a charm. Because a lot of women that I know, when they have on a bracelet, they might have on a watch, what's the watch that got everything in it, which you can call the Apple Watch. They'll have an Apple Watch with a really nice band, and then they'll have some other bracelets, or they'll have like some chains or bangles or that type of stuff like I do. So this will be just an addition to whatever they have on. So we really don't need a charm. So we got this, we got the necklace. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off when I either order the closures, the magnetic ones off of Amazon, or see what I can find at Hobby Lobby. And then we'll finish all three of the necklaces off. So this is necklace set 1. So this is the first one. And we are going to work on, maybe I can put this up here. This is the first one, and then we will work on the next one. So this is what we got. You guys let me know what you think. Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. Guess what? We'll talk.